Welcome back to episode 2 of Decisive Campaigns Barbarossa. Let's start with the Finns. We really must. Interesting, they have advanced. We must knock these pesky... Looks good. Russians out of this area. Okay, we get an additional chance here. Let's see if I can gang up on these guys a little bit. Hopefully this will be enough. How did we do? Oh, we killed a third of them. We lost a few guys ourselves, but that could be a lot worse. So they're saying we can continue to attack, but I don't think we've got enough firepower to really make a difference here. No. 66 versus 110. That ain't gonna happen. I do want these guys to stay here, but they'll probably back off if I don't attack. But the numbers aren't good. What I really would like to do is catch them in this area next to that lake there and squeeze them until they holler. Alright, let's have the Northerners really knock these guys out and pinch this area off. That works for me. I'm surprised that didn't work. We lost a lot of guys here. Hiding under command center. Good numbers, good numbers. I want my Viborg back. How did this turn out? It wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. It was more expensive for them than it was for us. Up. And there's no real point in doing anything else. We could probably shove this guy back with the 19th Infantry here, but then what? Right? If I move forward there, I'm leaving a gap in the line. Better to wait till next turn. Alright, let's go down and have a look at Army Group North. My accidental envelopment of the 23rd Tank and 10th Infantry Division here. Which I, in retrospect, saw it. I was like, oh my gosh, I should have taken care of this earlier. But what you gonna do? Okay, that looks good. And let's see. Actually, what information to give us? See, remember last time I was complaining that this information wasn't there. I wanted to show you I wasn't crazy. This actually does show up here. Maybe you have to have attacked them or something, or been next to them for a turn. And so their morale is not terrible. Their readiness is very good, though. So this is going to be a tough fight. But I'm going to go at them with the greens. And don't need that guy. That should be enough. 3-1. So, I knocked out 11,000. And I'm going to move up north here. Okay, this is good actually. We've got a I'm going to spread the 18th Army out a little more here. A couple of them back in here. Okay. I think we can envelop these guys. So, the reason this says Tot is Tottenkampf for death heads. Nice bunch of fellows. Alright, let's see what we do here. Oh, this is pretty good numbers here. Alright. It's 10,000. I think the most I've gotten is like 130,000 or something like that in an envelopment. Now remember, our purpose with 4th Panzer Group here is to sweep across and come around behind this city here, which as you can now see is being invested, and that's fine. They can do that. The more that are in there, the better, to be honest. And how many do I actually need? That's plenty. All we're going to do is push them back across the river, and then we'll eliminate both those units. We can have a Kia commercial. Welcome to the swamp. I may be too old for that reference, I don't know. Anybody will remember that? Come on. Let us envelop. Beautiful. 60% concentration. Alright, 14,000 there. Get you. Huh, it wouldn't go across the river. Interesting. I mean, I could over there, but rather have them over there. How are we doing for fuel? 4,500, and that'll cost us nothing to go there, but I'll go there. Alright, assuming it doesn't rain, we should be able to Good. That's looking good. Okay, chance of rain affecting mobile operations, 2%. We should be able to start sweeping down and cutting through them like a scythe, and we can't do any of that right now, or I would. There's just no attack points left to work with. As you can see, they either want me to cross the zone and go into the next army group's area, or go somewhere I don't want to go. So I'm going to leave the 16th Army where it is at the moment. Remember, I don't want to attack because I want these folks to stay in that city. I could probably kick them out, but maybe not. But our job is to, remember, our second priority from high above is to destroy these headquarters, and there are 2 of them in this particular hex, so as much as I can catch up, the better. Okay, Army Group Central. So we have an objective of getting to Minsk. That's a good place to go, and that's what we're doing with the railway. Remember, Minsk, Warsaw, Smolensk, Vyazma, and then on to Moscow, which is way, way up there. So how are we going to do it? Well, and there's this swamp in the middle, which is kind of annoying. Looks like we were enveloping this thing, Bialystok. So what is the best plan here? Looks like we can sweep up with the Guderian 2nd Panzer here. And let's see, officer info. Good, we have cards to play. So we can do various things. Remember, I gave command focus by playing those cards last turn to some units. I should actually go up and play one for Army Groups North 18th Army. We can help their morale. We can make maneuvering tighter. We can go for envelopment. We can protect our flanks, or we can give tactical flexibility and have offensive bonus, which is what I want right now. And you can play one of those cards per turn and change it up. And they just kind of keep going until you say stop, change it to something else. So, back here. Von Kukler? Yeah, I'm gonna play the same because we're not enveloping so much yet. And I should probably do that with 3rd Army Group while I'm thinking about it. And I think the lucky winners were the 17th Army, which is the hammer of this particular area. And I think I'll go with envelopment this time, because that's what we're about to do to that particular city there. This one, also known as no, I don't want to pronounce it. Przemyśl. Somebody from that part of the world is going to come on and give me a bad time, and I deserve it. All right. So we've decided we're leaving this alone for a turn. Up here, we're going to have the 4th Panzer Group come in like this, cut this off. These units will help block and exit through into Army Group Center's territory. And in the meantime, we're going to go get ourselves one of these cities and an envelopment here, hopefully. Although the key problem, as you can see with terrain, is I'm going to have to get an infantry group to go into this swamp. And that is simply not as easy as you might think, he said. Now able to go directly in there. All right, I didn't think they had it in them, but they do. So in general, we want the 4th Army Group to move up this way. Now, we talked about the marshes and how awful they are this turn, or last turn, and I've tried a number of things because you'll uncover enemies in there, and it's pretty bad. But trying to do the supply chain and walk people along this road to get to Gomel or Gomel is terrible, and so I have learned to come up over the top, cut off whoever's in there, and then kind of go back and recover this supply chain line while moving members of the 6th Army along their side of the line to try and sweep things. Remember, the supply chain gets terrible in here. I've had units get stuck in the swamp and not be able to move, and that is most unpleasant. Alright, so what we're going to do now is complete the envelopment of that city. And remember the H is for Hugo. Oops, looks like I did that backwards. Yeah, that looks good to me. You don't want to overload your hexes too much. Probably three attacking units per hex is plenty. Alright, they are indeed surrounded. There's not too many of them there, fewer than you might think. This is a tasty burger. Okay, I'm gonna go with that. That's a lot. Maybe we should have waited a turn for the supply chain, but I think it'll work out for their supply to run out. Right. So we didn't take many casualties. That's pretty good. Look at. So we've got that many people standing around there doing the blockade, but only 19,000 and change can actually attack. And we took out about 26,000, no, 31,000. So that was a good day for us. Alright, move these folks as far forward up the road to Minsk as we can. Do no more. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna, as much as I can, move members of the 9th Army across that bridge. Which is Grondo? Yeah. Grodno. Not Grondo. Grodno. This looks like a bit of an opportunity to do a little pushing. So, you can already see the Panzer Groups are getting beat up. Remember, in real life they were half strength by August. Did a lot of damage too. Push him back a little more and create more of an opening. So that means I've attacked him enough to just knock him out completely. So that unit has been destroyed. I don't think we've seen broken so far. Okay. And... Good. So I'll get the top covered by the 3rd Panzer Army and the bottom by the 2nd. Can you fill that spot? Excellent. something and go too far. Okay, I don't want him going to the south. Where do I want you? Excellent. Tempting not to move that unit because there's enough firepower here to take this, if it's one unit left here, out, and that could be bad because it would separate the rest of this Panzer Group from supply. That looks good. We'll get another attack now. Okay. Alright, so we're on our way. I guess it can't hurt. Doesn't really make a difference. Leave Handy Hugo there. Let's get the second Panzer Group starting to move. I want to send them up here to link up with the 14th Motorized and the 20th Panzer. And make this envelopment happen. Good. Not too concerned about this 37th. Going down here. Okay, we've got a bit of football blocking to do. I'm actually gonna work on this a little bit because I don't want to pull these guys away from Brest-Litovsk and realize that, oops, you know, like a discovered check in chess, that I have made a big mistake. No, I don't want the headquarters attacking, although in this situation it wouldn't have damaged them, they wouldn't have actually fought. Too fast there. I do not want the headquarters being involved in fighting, but they seem to have acquitted themselves well. There they are, the 250. Very surprised, I'm sure, staff members. So we've got 2 units left back here of that particular army. So, this is me doing what I said not to do, except under particular circumstances, okay? So it's going out into the bad place, out of the army group zone, and I will incur penalties if he ends up having to stay there, but it's okay. I'll live with it. And I'm not actually going to attack with him for that reason. There was no other way to cut them off, I don't think. And so, 6,200. I mean, it's really not bad. And now he'll just pop back across the border. No one's the wiser. front forward, and everyone will stay stopping any incursions into this area through here. If I can attack with something, I will, but I can't. Okay, because only 10 is very breakable in the parlance of the time. Okay, so we'll continue the encirclement. There. So Das Reich was able to move and be in that position, but they were not able to do anything else. Okay, good. That's super helpful. Okay, so nobody is going to be able to get across 3 things of swamp and get in here, so I'm going to move him up there. And we will have enveloped this entire triangle of units here. Alright, so however many people there are here, count your totals because we're gonna really nuke them. That is not what I want to attack with. Alright, I guess maybe they could try and break back in or out with this, but I'm just not seeing it. Look at that, it's so ready to be broken right there. I almost feel like attacking just to make that happen. I don't think we've got enough firepower though. No, just a couple guys. So. Okay, but we're all set up for next turn, and I doubt they're going to be able to get out of that. Yeah, we'll move the motorized. Only wants to go backwards. Alright, what have we got down here? We've got this. Which is a small encirclement to take the town. They really bugged out of this area, remember, at Lvov, and didn't leave us with a whole lot to encircle here. Alright, let's take this city. Alright, it's good enough for me. Strong, we might not defeat them. Turned out pretty well. Wow, 30,000 dead on their side and none on ours, so that feels lucky, but I'll take it. I mean, really makes no difference to me what hex they're in. Alright. So, I see two strategic things. One, I mean, we were going to come around like this. Look at, they've all come over here now, and these guys have activated this turn, so we'll deal with them. Kind of want to destroy this 5th army, though. That looks like fun, doesn't it? No, you don't even have enough attack points to attack. Here come the Hungarians. This 63, you say? I can't get out. Alright, do I have the units to do it? That's the real question here. Huh. Boy, probably shouldn't have been attacked, but we'll see. We'll see, how was that? Not too bad. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get somebody from somewhere else to complete this envelopment, but it's worth it. And I might not be able to attack this turn either. Here. Can't attack from that side. So maybe the Vikings can attack. When Vikings attack. And that's worth doing. What did we do? We lost a few Panzer IIs. 7,500 people. Alright. That's okay with me. For fuel. Fuel is starting to become an issue here. Nope. No more action points. Alright. I don't want to just push these guys back because there is the chance of encirclement here. Don't really have the firepower to make it happen though. Or the units more than anything. Units are all tied up. Well, we were attacking with tanks, so I guess it's not surprising. I should not do that. Alright, we ought to be able to spread out a bit here with 17th Army. These guys, yeah, they mostly attacked, so. And there's a lot of guys in Lvov. Oh, two headquarters. Ooh, this is looking juicy. Wonder if I can attack this. Can. Push them all back into the city and get free movement to surround it from the north. That is all good in the hood. Oh, can't move. That's a little scary, but I think he's safe. Yeah, he's surrounded by all these guys. Nope, not worth it. Okay, so we'll bring these guys down next turn and continue our encirclement of Lvov. Huh, no. No one to attack with. Okay. Alright, so we got these guys doing their job. They're going to push a little bit into there and then come down this way and around and go back to clear this out, while some people come along. One thing I have learned, after you take Minsk and get across that Dnieper River, the temptation is to open the front all the way down to Gomel and push forward everything into this area, right, towards Orel and Kursk, and that is a mistake. You need to stick to the roads here if you want to take Moscow. Protect it, right? Create a line here with the swamp, and maybe have a group here. We're going to get some reinforcements soon, the Second Army, I think. But don't try and take this area or sweepingly move the entire front forward that way. Protect this, move up, because you only have so much attacking power, and that will get you to Moscow. And like I said, it took me probably 8 playthroughs before I figured that out. That it just wasn't worth it to try and take over everything. Okay, looks like they're going for some envelopment here. So, what I'm going to do, where's my farthest? Okay, so these guys are still 3rd Romanian. I want to withdraw my 11th Army troopers out of there. What are you, 3rd? I want to move these guys back as far as I can. And use the river as a protector. Okay, that's pretty good. Unless I can move you back one more, which I will. Okay. I know it's hard to believe, but I don't want to get surrounded by 3 guys and beaten. Alright. Let's get the 4th Army across the river and start moving in the direction of Odessa. And then we'll figure out how to get the 11th Army to help us. That is the 4th. Okay. What I have found is that so these are German units here, these gray ones, and the green ones are Romanians, and if you mix and match, they tend to fight better. I've got this little army motorized unit here. So like putting a green unit together with a gray unit, for example, like this, that stack will probably fight better. For now, we'll probably drive across the river in the north this way. But the 11th Army really needs to keep this crossing protected. I've had any number of things happen. I've had them, these guys sweep over and get all the way to here, and the 11th Army move over. I've had them, the Soviets come back and break through, probably because I sent a lot of the 11th Army up this way to try and join up with the 17th Army around here. That doesn't work very well, so that's why I've pulled back here with the 3rd Romanian Army and created this defensive line with the 11th Army. I send them across the river or not? I think we're okay. We're all still in pretty good shape. In command radius is what I mean. Okay. There's not much more I can do with that right now. We're looking at settling our encirclement of that city and this one. And we'll kind of like a hinge swing around this way. So let's look at our reps. Actually, let's see if there's any cards we should play. Yeah, we've got our focus. Nobody needs to rest or refit. Yeah, this couldn't hurt. Okay. And we've got a fair number of points. Where is the 6th Army headquarters? Or 9th. I am not dealing with the army. I think I am dealing with these colors get very similar. Purple. Okay. So we have direct fire and counter battery fire. First is offensive, the counter battery is defensive, and right now I'm on the attack, so I'm going to play the card for next turn. So it's going to take a turn. That's okay. Let's see, who do I want here? I have this, probably the 4th Army, because they often end up by themselves. Artillery Army Group Center. Okay. Play the card. Please highlight where the Army Group headquarters is, so I can have, because you can assign it to a single division. There it is, but I want it across the entire. Okay, got to proceed slowly here. Okay, and for the south, I'm going to assign it to the 11th Army, which has a lot of work to do and often gets stretched, as I described, so they can pretty much use all the help they can get down there. Okay, Artillery Group South. Okay, so I got some direct fire bonuses. Luftwaffe, I don't need them to do anything. I'm not changing any whatchamacallits. Alright, synthetic oil production. Damn straight, we want to get as much oil as we can, so we got synthetic. Good, we rolled an 8. 0 to 50 was what we needed, and it's going to take a long time to get that over 4-day turns, right? But it's helpful, as I said. Alright, Luftwaffe oil abdication. I'm going to take one for one Panzer Group because I don't want to annoy Goering too much, and usually I'll let Goering have his way, because he can be helpful later, and it's only cost me 1 point with him, so when I want some zoom for Panzer Group, then I've got it. Propaganda film. Joseph Goebbels wants you to appear in a thing. Do you want to do it? Do you want an officer to do it, or do you not want to do it? I'm going to go ahead and do it because I have the points. Management is happy. Lost paperwork. So the deal is that I.F. Halder has a terrible relationship with his chief of staff, but the chief of staff is like Braukich's brother-in-law or something like that, and so you can't just fire the guy or transfer him away. And so what we're doing is talking about lost paperwork here, what you can do about it. We could trust him, we could visit the mailroom, we could yell at the mailroom, we could reassign the mailroom staff, or we could reprimand the chief of staff. All these have different costs and that. So the cheapest thing for me here is to visit the mailroom and have that 60. Unfortunately, that didn't do anything. And so there is a number for how well, like a coefficient or something, for how well the staff operations work, and mine are not so great right now. So it's asking me, hey, do you want to move the forward supply base to Brest-Litovsk, which is 180 kilometers further from the depot compared to the one that it's at Warsaw right now. And this rail effort thing is really important. That number is extremely low. So this ain't going to be no big thing to do because we've already changed that track over. Remember I said that last turn. And so I'm probably going to do that, but we're going to look in a second here. So we're still on the west side of the map. Remember this is the road from Minsk going all the way up to Moscow. The problem with Brest-Litovsk is that it doesn't really connect up to what we want, right? But it might on the railway. Remember, it is on the railway that we chose to go with. We didn't go with this Bialystok-Grondok Vilnius. We went this way. So it's probably a good choice. I'm just going to go look at so it's that or nothing. So the question is, what's next? What's next is Minsk. And I'm just going to take a quick look to see how far we are away from Minsk and how long I estimate. My estimates are pretty good in real life about how long it's going to take for us to get there. Because it's going to take 2 turns during which we will receive no supply to change this to Brest-Litovsk. And then we're going to have to... so that's 6 squares 4. Then we're going to have to probably do it again anyway, right away, you know. So I'll probably be moving this to Minsk in 4 turns, the forward supply base. That's my guess, 4 or 5 turns. I say 4 though, because I'm going to spend a turn destroying all this stuff at least, and then pushing these guys back and getting to Minsk and taking Minsk. It might be sooner. We'll see, or later, but that's my guess. And can we afford to have fuel cut at such a critical time? We do have 5,000. I don't need a lot of maneuver right now. And remember what I said about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. We're going to be reaching that 10 hex limit pretty quick. So I think I have to do it. I don't like this idea right now, but I'm going to have to do it. So it's going to cost me 6 points, and I'm going to write down in my book, Army Group Center, ground, now, Brest-Litovsk. Okay? So that I know where it is when I go looking for it. So we have our daily logs here, which we didn't look at. There's a hell of a lot of information here. Von Lee has gone back to his old school thinking. We're having command penalties in some areas which cause action points to be removed. We had a unit with mechanical failures, slowed down some divisions. It's all stuff happening in the background, right? We didn't even see it on the front end. But you will feel this stuff. Truck maintenance is getting worse. Why couldn't they convert? Oh, the Soviets owned it. Okay, well, we'll knock them back pretty soon. That means they're at the limit of their forward limit of what we've got as far as their wow, their track. And underneath this logistics, if we had a bridge we were waiting for to get remade or recreated because it got blown up, that's where it would appear. Okay, so the big bad guy is nosing around in 2nd Panzer Group, and that cost us, I'm sure. Group South. Yeah, as I told you, you have command focus cards, so you can go do something, which we did. And they're also stuck on forward movement with with the railway conversion. And look at this, you know, some units just didn't get deployed. It's terrible. But we got some goodies. We got those Hungarian divisions, which we were able to move. Here's our fuel situation. This is what we did, so it's cool. So I got some political points from achieving things, including a gimme of 6. So, and that decision we made to continue disrupting the Soviets with the Luftwaffe is, yeah, I'm not delegating any decisions. Thank you very much. Intelligence, okay. So here is why we may see some of those unit statistics and not. There's intelligence going on. Again, I normally do not even look at this, so there might be useful stuff here. And this number will obviously change because we destroyed some division unit headquarters. I don't know what that Abwehr code thing was. I do know there are a number of sort of battle plans that the game can draw from for the Soviets. Yeah, yeah, through the end of January 42. This is the beginning of our, we all start at 3, right? But it likes what I'm doing tactically, it likes what I'm doing logistically. Ethics, we really haven't had questions about that yet. And we've got that Geneva Convention option on, which means that I'm not bringing in, the commandos to kill everybody after. And we get very basic assessment here. And so we could go through these other reports, but I don't think we have to. You're looking at unit modifiers. This is all information that you can get by clicking on a unit as well. You can see it here by clicking the reporting status. And so it tells you what's broken, how are they doing. They're fine right now, these guys. These guys are, let's look at an army unit, an infantry unit. I'll tell you, it's super low fatigue, but it'll get up to like 30%, and they'll perform terribly. But we're only on turn 2. It's only the 26th of June, so they haven't done a whole lot yet. These are emergency buttons like, hey, I need more trucks or more rail or more political points or fuel. I never have really used those, and that's about it for now. We did our decisions, and it would ask us, hey, are you sure you want to proceed if we hadn't? So let's see what the Soviets get up to. My guess is they're going to try and break out of here. Every time I see AI in this game, I think of the red versus blue. Church, what is the A stand for? If you haven't seen red versus blue and you're a Halo fan, what are you doing? Oh, they broke out. Yep. Wow. That's okay, we'll catch them next turn. They can't go that far. And as I said, the game is not stupid. It realizes what you're trying to do and will fight to get out of it. So what's happening here? Retreat to Odessa. And we've got a southern headquarters there. And they're retreating in the north and leaving that garrison. This is very interesting what's going on in Army Group Central. But I'll shut them off. Good, good. They did it to themselves. Sometimes I've run the 4th Panzer Group up to Riga and been able to seize it next turn, in turn 3. but that's not the plan I'm following this time. All right, we missed this last time, so we'll watch this and then I'll cut. And we'll end this episode. But the beginning of the turn stuff. So we got Alder's Diary. Has no real impact on the game. What's happening here? We don't care about that. Okay, we now get tactical air support because that 4-day period is expired. Some didn't deploy, and we have 5 decisions. That's good. Sometimes you can have like a dozen, and that really rips your political points apart, you know. Now remember, we've got a problem in this zone because we moved our forward supply base, which means we will not be getting more fuel for 2 turns. And that's terrifying. But the Luftwaffe may be able to fly some in. We'll see. We didn't get a Hugo. I was thinking we'd get a Hugo. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, and we will continue the encirclement next time. Thanks for watching.